Fala aí galera, hoje continuando aqui Combat 7 Skies Unknown aqui no Play 4. Então vamos continuar aqui a história do jogo, que tá bem doida. E vamos ver o que nos espera na missão 15.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
E agora a vaca vai pro brejo e começa a ficar complicado. Então a batalha por Farbante. Vai começar a ficar difícil agora, mano.
The operation to capture Eruja's capital, Farbante, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbante and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbante from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Eruja hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Eruja into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Eruja will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Ok. Então... Aos terrestres e aos aéreos. Deixa eu ver quanto de... Eu já tenho 500 mil. Pro F-35, 840 mil. Tá. Vamos usar aqui o... a falha, né? Tá, eu vou levar as armas aqui de terrestres e vambora. Isso aí. Destrua as forças inimigas. Não sei como vai ser daqui pra frente, galera, mas dizem que a partir da missão 15 fica bem mais complicado. Dizem. Vamos ver como vai ser minha performance aí no jogo. Vamos lá.
We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. Really putting pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score on your rear. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Oh, damn it.
Count is back in the saddle and Cyclops too. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
He took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Locked on, you're mine.
Missile fired. Evading.
Target was not struck.
Strike 5. I'm taking, but I'm not finished yet.
Acabou aqui?
Strider 1, target acquired. Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support.
The enemy's already down. That LRSMG's really something. Bandit acquired. Firing. I spotted it. Time to shoot that bastard out of the sky.
Okay.
Roger. The park will be secured. The OT and big shots clear the way.
I know the feeling.
The missile cover our ECM. Shoot it now! Support team, open fire!
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Bom, vamos lá.
For either area, Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
A gente tem que ir até o... Opa.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Shit.
Roger.
This fleet won't lose. We have experience on our side.
Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves. Missile, evade!
Ready to rematch. It'll be a grind. Locked on.
They're veterans of war.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given these circumstances.
Carelessness, pride, arrogance. Careful, they can bring the battle against us in a heartbeat.
Vamos ver aqui.
Everyone's requesting backup. They'll take forever to get here. Keep attacking. Take the enemy and it's over. Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose? Damn it, 3 strikes is back. Where's 3 strikes? What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
Ok. Tá, agora a gente tem que ir em direção.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't
Eu não tenho muito mais mísseis. Talvez eu gaste os mísseis que eu tenho aqui.
drags on. The greater our losses.
Roger that.
Vou recarregar. Eu tenho bastante tempo ainda.
We must show a resolve.
Deixa eu matar esse SU-37.
That area is all yours, Strider. We'll back up 1 squadron at the Silver Bridge.
Errou!
Missile fired. Evading. Finish him.
AA gun confirmed destroyed.
Enemy vessel. Fire. We're out of sandstone. We're pinned down.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Turning into an absolute nightmare. No end. Strider 1, watch your tail.
Nossa, quase bati nele.
Enemy has a lock. Missile. Break. Break. Destroy the enemy.
Missile evaded. Fox 2.
Eu tô pegando esses caras aqui porque eles valem muito pontos.
Target acquired.
Finish them off. The enemy is exhausted, but we will be too before long.
Destroyed.
Acho que eu vou voltar agora. Preciso bombardear mais.
Got a lot of armaments. Box 2. Box 2.
No special weaponry remaining.
I'm taking cover as you knocked out. This must fall into the enemy air support. We can't let them get close. Box 2. Capturing enemy. Establish our position. Keep those ground troops all support they need. Caution.
Ainda tenho 7 minutos, cara. Eu já tô quase no target.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Eu vou dar um resupply aqui. E eu acho que eu carrego o
Strider 1, this is control.
a nossa vida. É isso mesmo. É, mas acho que ele não carrega tudo.
Watch the plane with the 3 strikes. Are you sure? Is it really those pilots from Stonehenge?
Target eliminated.
All counters, this is Base 1.
assist other units.
Let's go, our SSG. We'll take it from here. Push while we have the upper
Se eu
hand.
matar um aqui já era já.
Battle in our favor.
Ah, tem uns F-35 aqui.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach.
Já era já.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through. Understood, Commander. Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood, Tom.
Lost half our men? What about the reinforcements? Looks like there's a real number on the enemy. Heads up. Bandit behind you.
Strider 1, locked on target.
An enemy is behind you. The enemy is worn out. Understand. On to 6.
Fox 2.
Getting out rock. Flanking.
Chaff and flares are running low.
Where's these guys coming from? Our job just got that much harder.
Missile incoming. Quick.
5 minutes remaining.
Special delivery.
Target is in machine gun range.
Backup is coming. Like a bending HQ.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Seal the final blow. This is Base 1. The enemy artillery construction targets under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. Hey, those are our planes. Give them away. Enemy behind you. Heads up.
Target acquired.
Call reinforcements. Damn it. Should have known it sooner.
It's launched.
Come on, dodge that missile. It's no use. We have to retreat. Don't stop.
You don't have no.
There's a crack in the enemy's defenses. Send our troops there at once. This should allow us to put up a fight.
Target eliminated. You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece. Powerful AA defense system in the AO. Coordinates Tango 28, Lima 39.
Não tenho mais sorte, tomar cuidado.
3 minutes remaining.
Hostile has the rock, Strider 1. Don't let him any closer.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
No!
Plus 2.
Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this.
Strider 1, missile launched.
We gotta think of a way out of this predicament.
School 3, Fox 2.
2 minutes remaining.
The enemy has a lock on me.
Fall back 900 yards. 3 strikes is here.
Bandit sighted. Missile! Strike! Strike! They shot down one of us.
Nossa, que viagem, mano.
What's your six? Bandit!
Bom, eu passei muito do...
3 seconds remaining.
Missile launched, evade!
Bandit behind you.
Contact bandit, attacking!
I thought it was easier to survive the battle.
Bandit has a lock.
You really think that missile was gonna hit anything?
Eliminated.
Bandit behind you! Heads up! Escaping lock. Breaking!
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us!
You're right. New bogeys. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it.
Vamos atrás do velhinho.
Ship 3 and 4, we're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are on a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. Mission could be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Nossa, vai ser muito difícil pegar ele.
Even the escorts are seasoned. Missile inbound, evade! Enemy's got a lock.
Esse Mr. X acho que é mais difícil de matar do que do Resident Evil 2.
Strider 4, Fox 2. Missile inbound, evasive maneuvers, break!
Oh, damn it.
Don't go out alone. 2 or more on each target. I see them still got a heavy pilot. Enemy has a lock on me.
I'm on my target's tail.
Get back behind him. This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, you'll make it. Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
Nossa, quantos mísseis eu tenho que acertar nele,
Enemy
velho?
behind me. Evading. Fox 2.
Missile, evade!
Alright, he grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Target is hit.
Nice, fine. Give him one more. They have a lock on me. Bandit on your back. Missile closing.
Oh, Mary, 33%.
Missile evaded.
Strider 1, missile inbound. Evade!
I've got you.
Target is in machine gun range.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Bad pilot. Wiseman, missile closing! I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Nossa, não tenho mais munição.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Wiseman, eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman!
Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
The duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Ah, damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Look, Count. These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get it close to them.
Shaking bandit.
Nossa, meu Deus do céu.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Strata 1, target acquired.
You're holding your own out.
Nossa, eu quase bati nele.
Locked on bandit.
Missile hit.
Meu Deus, ele não morre, velho.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
What's happening?
My radar suddenly turned off.
Ah,
My data won't update. Damn it.
ah, merda, eles hackearam a gente.
Lost radar contact. What's up?
Eu vi que tava dando uns glitch meio louco no radar.
The sky, towards the sun.
What?
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
What? O que é aquilo?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
O que é isso?
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
Uhum. A missão não foi completa. Mas por isso que eles falaram que a missão 15 era difícil, porque esse maluco aparece pra encher o saco. E... mano, eu tô achando que ele vai ser o final boss, com certeza. Silêncio.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
Ok. Temos novos apelidos, novas coisas. Vamos para a próxima missão.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osian convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Ok, então a última esperança aí, let's hope. O mundo foi pra merda.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatch from the Osian army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Ok. Esta missão vai ser difícil. Não sei o que eu vou fazer. Quanto dinheiro sobrou nessa coisa? Sobrou 795, ainda não vou comprar o bagulho. Vamos só com um amigão. Só que dessa vez eu vou com esse missãozão. É isso aí, vamos lá. Espero que ninguém vai me matar. The Last Hope. Eu odeio essas missões aí de escolta, porque elas são difíceis. É que nem a missão do aviãozão grandão lá que eu falei na live. Yes.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
There is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock.
Eu acho que eu consigo passar de boa aqui.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
ID'd as Ocean forces. This is
Bom,
AWACS
então...
for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Esse que é o problema, tem vários aliados, mano.
Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're Adrian or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Mas eu vou...
Red Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Só tem aliado nisso aqui.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Cadê esse cara? Ah, não dá pra saber se esse cara é inimigo ou não. Meu Deus, eu vou ter que subir em cima desse cara?
The general's vehicle is under attack. There's the guard. I'm hit. Get this guy off my back. The radicals from the Erusian military are trying to kill the general.
If that thing hits, it's all over.
A ação é bem bosta, hein, velho.
My plane's starting to ice up. That was a close one. We have to remain vigilant. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
One of the ways is friendly?
proceed.
I'm in position. He's mine.
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaFarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Nossa, que missão confusa, velho.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. Radicals. It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, you better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes a traitor, LaFarge. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? LaFarge, in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
Missile away.
Bon voyage.
Target hit.
Ok,
We have some
já
enemies
era.
coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Missile away.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
Target acquired.
Peraí. Nossa, vai ser difícil, mano. Galera, eu não tô falando muito porque eu tô brisando aqui, velho. Eu tô, tipo, prestando muita atenção pra não cagar.
Target is in range of guns. Target was not struck.
Nossa, quase me explodi nele.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Kruger Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals. There was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Fighting with drones is what got us into this mess.
Okay.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Puxa my ass.
Weapons on!
Fox 3.
Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
I'm
Você com certeza é...
No response. Got a bad feeling. Fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Missile inbound. Evade. Fire smokes. 3 strikes will punch you.
Errou! É tipo o Silvio Santos.
Hostile has a lock. Keep bringing it down. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tanker anymore.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Norwegian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
We have no choice. Fire!
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Damn it! We're outnumbered. There were too many conservatives in the Air Force that hated the truth. Take out Jenny in autonomous mode.
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something!
Ah, droga, bati.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Prepare to fire on a moment's notice.
Scratch from the tail. Now those guys are part of Lucia's people unit.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Opening fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Unknown aircraft approaching. Attacking. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tanker anymore.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radios? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
Take out Jenny in autonomous mode.
An armored vehicle's behind us. Vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
This is a landfill number 7.
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
Fire! The info just came through.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire
out for us.
No problem.
Our movement is restricted by an unidentified unit near our location.
Missile away.
Behind the enemy.
Nossa, mas ele se escondeu muito bem, velho. Tem um AC ali preso que ele não sai dali, mano.
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. Not the controls. It's the school Charlie Foxtrot.
Strider 3 launching missile.
You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
SAM site down.
We have no choice. Fire!
ID'd as a Russian military.
Cease fire with the ocean aircraft. General's orders.
Our plane's starting to ice up.
General's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off.
We're taking fire for home. Ah.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Behind my target.
Missile evaded.
Taking fire from a friendly drone.
Fox 3.
This is how a country falls into ruin after losing.
Lockdown bandit. We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
If the drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time.
Nope.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just UAVs. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. We used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Urusi is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
They decided. Missile inbound. I can't get away. Okay, Hawker quiet. Fire it.
ID is a Russian military.
Fire for the next half hour. Then we'll take back the city from the scoundrels who call us rebels.
Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed.
Oh, não.
Abort mission.
Merda. Nossa, tá difícil, mano. Fail. Acho que agora vai aparecer depois do túnel.
forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Locked on.
It's ID'd as Erusian.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Seems to do.
Ainda tem uma Egan ali.
Strider 1, target acquired.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Hold on, bitch. Hold on.
Fox 2.
Agora não tem como errar.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. Thanks. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them if it means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
Reach the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusian have taken multiple groups and declared independence. Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are willing to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
How'd you last, Longcaster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who can we turn
Done?
to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
Claro.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
Ah, não podia matar.
What the hell are you doing?
Aí eu matei o... Ups. Eu matei o avião com civis. Parabéns. Eu pensei que era pra atacar eles, mano. Ok, vamos lá.
Civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
Ah, eu não li.
Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited.
É, foi até eu explodir o bagulho.
We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane.
attacking the girl's plane. Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting them down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's those Ocean big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
9. Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
No good. Shit.
Fox 3.
Okay.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
They're in my way.
This is rebuilding. Not bad. They evade. Continuing attack.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe.
Tá, agora eu não vou matar, galera. Ih, rapaz.
Escort fighter is. The drive. We're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Okay.
Aboard the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault that won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Target was not strong.
Entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Range. Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Oh, droga.
Five bandits remaining.
Nossa.
Damn it, just they don't have the drive they need. It's not enough to be really functional.
Watch your chaff and flare supply. 4 bandits left.
Enhanced anti-loot should not function. They have to update our plan.
3 bandits to go. 2 bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go.
Behind the enemy. Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
Ok, missão cumprida.
All hostiles, huh?
Então essa foi a 16. E aparentemente era difícil, mas até que não foi tão complicado.
The Ocean aircraft aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General Staff? No.
Oh, não. Ih, mataram o general.
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster.
Bom, beleza. E agora terminamos aqui a missão 16. Pulando em sombras.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
E vamos continuar aqui.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend, I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Just what did you see here?
Então vamos lá, missão 17 Homeward. Agora as coisas começam a ficar mais complicadas.
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the
Eu não dei minha
seizure
opinião
of
ainda.
Farbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Então, realmente eu não sei o que eu levo aí, mas deixa eu ver só quanto de grana eu tenho agora. Eu tenho 1 milhão já. Pra comprar o F-35 é 840k. Então beleza, compramos ele. Acho que eu vou comprar também aqui o míssil Terra Míssil. Esse aqui eu não sei se eu vou comprar ou não. Vamos comprar. E agora chegamos aqui no F-22, que é o objetivo. Só que a gente precisa de 920 mil. Isso é meio embaçado. Eu não sei qual míssil eu vou colocar no meu jato. Então F-35 aqui, galera. Vamos colocar isso aqui. E as peças aqui, galera. Sol da rainha. Coloquei aqui as minhas peças no avião.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Seja o que Deus quiser. Forneça apoio para suas forças. Espero que esse avião seja bom. Espero que os mísseis sejam bons. Português ruim. Missão 17.
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's
Nossa,
going
esse avião
on.
só tem 3 flares. Isso aqui é a parte ruim.
Calling friendly birds. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole. We need help while we're still up and running. There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fighting. Look at that. They're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here, but I really don't want to think about it. That was Russian bastard. It's a blatant war crime.
You're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
You're with us. The enemy see from there.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is an munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something.
ID complete.
Got a photograph. We'll head back to HQ. Give us another 30 minutes. And then say they want to immediately get shields in the proper area.
Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Fox 3.
We're down to less than half our vehicles. This isn't looking good. We need help. Bring all of your troops.
Nossa!
Enemy on your back.
Target
Okay.
destroyed. In gun range.
Granting your neck. Our guys will take care of 3 strikes. Don't pursue too deep. We just need to find some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Lure them away from the mass driver.
This whole operation is crazy. Stop whining.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. ID complete.
Catch him now.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Nossa, essas naves. Essas navezinhas elas são mó chatas de pegar, cara.
Missile away. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind. Missile evaded. UAV confirmed destroyed.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
Ok, vamos lá. Tem mais 13 minutos só, cara.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers of a family. Most likely, they were involved in Delta. We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Ok, vamos lá caçar os malucos.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence operation no return!
Visual. Like an eagle.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them. Missile away.
Ram 7 locked on target.
Enemy on your back.
Target was not struck.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Scratches.
I'm on my target's tail.
Launch control. Flight leader to the launch. Launch ready. We are go for launch. This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger that.
The bombers are leaving the island. We're running out of time.
This is Ram 7 Fox 2.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
How are you? Are you still in this? I've been spiked.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Behind my target.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
This is Ram 7. Evading enemy missile.
In gun range. Target acquired. You're almost out of special weaponry. Intercept those bombers. Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets. All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
It's the
Okay.
Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Lancaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from an allied AWAC. Hold your fire! Roger. But where are we supposed to lead? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out. Continue with your mission.
Clutch your legs and crawl. You can surrender when you lose your hands.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Ah, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Já era.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Watch it, enemy has a lock on you.
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tanks!
Missile.
Allied retreat looks good.
Missile. Missile.
Our tank commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Destroyed.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. Enemy's not the countdown! There's still one arsenal to run. Still a double bomb. Then Russia will have a fighting chance.
Good! But will we make it in time?
Nossa, tem muitos targets, cara.
Landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell.
Cyclops 2. Fox 2.
Pretty sure we're there already.
Use cameras to track the supply ships. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If you think we're done for.
Long done. Target was outstruck.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our place to die.
Understood. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
Echo 13. Tank left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Target acquired. You're low on missiles. Strider 1, missile launched.
Hey, you! Dumbass with the scratches on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? Call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. Better still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
We have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help this refugee. Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Ok, consegui. Limpei o mapa.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
No kidding, sir. If he was taking this to the enemy's doorstep, not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Nice job! The enemy tanks are killed. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
What do you think that's wrong?
Missile.
Consegui.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about.
Ammunition 0.
Eu tenho dois tiros.
Take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it.
Ah, eu tô sem míssil, velho.
3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
I'm usually pretty good at playing tag.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. You think the mother hen really wants it? Trust the plan from the protocols of communication.
Nossa, tem que chegar muito perto pra atirar nela.
The target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's heading. So they're trying to beat that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission. They turn their backs to us. Now we're looking for them.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
Strider 1, target acquired.
Já era.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. We've recalculated the remaining time. 60 seconds remain. That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships.
Strider 3 launching missile. Supply ships are on their schedule as like that.
Consegui.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
Nossa, foi difícil essa missão, não foi muito fácil não.
Find yourself a boat and leave this island. Hadn't intervened. The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Bom, beleza, essa foi a missão 17.
Good.
Cortando o cordão.
Good.
Agora vamos...
Can't say. Now, this bait.
Vamos lá. As de bronze. E agora nós temos aqui a próxima missão. Vamos lá.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well,
Both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
Então vamos para a missão 18 aí, Lost Kingdom. Tecnicamente é a antepenúltima missão.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Ok. Tem vários alvos terrestres. Talvez eu use agora o míssil terra-ar do F-35. Eu tenho dois, ó. Eu tenho esse aqui e tenho esse aqui. Esse aqui é do mal, velho. Ele faz 8 alvos.
Aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Então vamos lá. Dizem que as últimas missões são bem complicadas. Acho que, tipo assim, o começo eu sofri bastante, mas agora acho que eu tô um pouquinho... Não melhor, mas, enfim... passando. Vamos lá.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft,
Vamos
not
lá.
sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
Target acquired.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once. Go open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know.
Nickel.
We're all out of ammo.
Nickel.
Give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
Continuar. Pam, pam, pam. Eu só vou atacar os targets que eu preciso mesmo, galera. Eu não vou...
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilij, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
They're bombing us. We're unable to use the SAM. Help me!
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate. Locked on bandit.
Nickel.
Fox 2.
Go one.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Vamos lá, Gripen.
Hurry up with takeoff prep.
Target acquired. Missile evaded.
Evading enemy missile. Bandit my side. They have 4 aircraft. 4 planes incoming. Fire more missiles. Fire the SAM at once.
Nossa.
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit. I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know. Nickel. Nickel.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Already.
Ah, acabou a minha munição.
Hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive,
Vamos
right?
lá.
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0. Missile.
Target acquired.
Ammunition 0.
AA destroyed! Getting dust! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle zones if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. Once we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Okay.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Keep the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shalashi airspace. Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Labonte. You
Eu tô dando muito rolê aqui.
You defile this country. As
Peraí.
long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit. Target locked.
Ah, não, não é ali que eu queria.
Target destroyed. Strider 1, target acquired.
These guys are pretty accomplished fighter pilots. Enemy on your back. Soul Squadron. You've snuck
Oh,
into the
fuck.
king.
Enemy has a lock on you. Missile away.
Bandit acquired. Locked on.
Target hit.
Oh, damn it.
Bandit still active.
Agora da real é difícil, cara. Shit.
I hope he's okay. Being under those conditions. I can see his parachute. It's breaking makes it to safety.
Ready to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
We'll go.
Righto. Locked on.
What the hell do you know about Wiseman?
Missile evaded.
Uou, droga.
Enemy on your back. Don't let him get under your skin.
Target hit. Watch it.
Oi,
Enemy has a
vagabundo.
lock on you.
Morreu?
Wiseman hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
Ô, o que tá rolando?
This, as expected, but a lucky shot would be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east.
Lá veio um maluco louco. Acho que agora eu vou acabar ir pro brejo. Nossa, o cara tem uma... Ih, cacete. Tá porra.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicate it to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I am not that person.
Oh, acertei, mas ele me acertou.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Get together with me. I taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong in closer.
Então já era, já.
Of the skies. And there with the facility the Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy.
Strider 1 has been hit. Are you alright?
He's fine. You didn't go for another hit. It's a miracle you're not in a million pieces.
Oh, droga.
Strider 1 has been hit. I can't reach him. Lost radar contact.
No! Ok, vamos tentar de novo.
High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Mihai. Hostile team squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Yeah, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. No good. I can't get close enough.
Keep it to trigger. The rest of us will just get north. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy. Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong in the blue. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And there with the facility the Air Force should be fighting against.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Power at 50%. 100%. Targeting correction 0.02 degrees. Targeting assisted.
Gun is firing again. Bad news. Its accuracy is increasing with each shot. Take him down as quickly as possible.
Cooldown complete.
Ah, não é muito nada a ver, velho.
System power at 50%.
Get closer.
Railgun has been fired.
Beyond the limits of machine assistance, I see.
Como é que ele me acertou, velho?
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot.
System power at 50%.
No, that's not it. That will not do.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Ah, acertei.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger is splashed abandoned.
Bling?
Can you hear me? Pilot with the 3 strikes. This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Bom, derrotamos o Mr. X. Mas talvez ele não tenha morrido, talvez ele tenha sobrevivido. Porque eu sei que o jogo tem 20 missões, então pode ser que ele reapareça aí até o final do jogo. Vamos dar uma olhada. Vamos resolver isso.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Vamos para a próxima missão.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkins? Because this guy was a Belkin, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erussia? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erussia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Então, episódio 19, Lighthouse.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire.
Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored General Network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse and see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war.
Ok, vamos lá.
Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Então a guerra aérea vai começar. Bom, nessa fase acho que eu vou usar... eu não sei quantos pontos eu tenho. Eu não vou conseguir, acho, comprar o F-22 antes do final do jogo. Mas tudo bem, a gente pode continuar com o que eu tô usando mesmo. Vamos com o F-35.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Pararam, pararam, pam, pararam. Derrube o Arsenal Bird. Então vamos lá, Operação Daredevil. Para, hey, para, hey. Para, hey, 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 hey. Para. Estamos quase lá, hein, galera. Estamos quase lá.
We need help. Don't let them damage more. Show them what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of.
Thanks. I owe you.
No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Ok, vamos lá.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I think it is time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal bird in unison.
Roger. Nonsense, we're speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
This is Ghost Squadron and Rifle Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. Public apostolates are also with the rendezvous. There's only one squadron, though.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations.
They have manned aircraft with UAVs and fuel.
All this is just to keep the war going. The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down.
I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest one there's
Watching some attacks out there.
land has overwhelmed refugees who've lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
How many more do we need to take down?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Take them safe. 3 strikes on our side? I think I've seen thunder in a long time. Again, 3 strikes? Never again. This isn't a rebellion. It's a battle for independence. We'll take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Are the friendly illusions rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that.
Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
Missile.
5 minutes remaining.
With communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real live princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone.
Admiral, safe over here. You're taking away all their guns.
Yes! Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid?
Fine, understood.
No, that's just one of those resistance traitors. Enemy on your tail! Watch it!
It's on my tail. I need someone to get him off me.
Breaking off!
We've got the Ocean big shots with us. We'll find a way.
Pronto, já consegui.
There's still this many trolls.
Oh, merda.
I've got good news. 3 strikes hasn't been detected.
A princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal Bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, do we have more incoming?
No. Proceed with caution.
Wilco.
I'm still flying.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, droga, deu stall.
Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal Bird. Shit. Airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Missile.
We're flying so close together. My tail's been shot. I'm bailing out.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself.
launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
You're caught in that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound. Seconds remaining. Missile launched.
Locked on.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
Acabou já, né?
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the arsenal bird.
Tá, acho que eu vou guardar um pouco de munição.
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
Shot out of the sky! Attack failed! Cruise missiles did not reach their target!
Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers!
Missiles are surge and Frank and Lark are sunk. We can't drain it! Evacuate!
Missile.
Flagship Sterling heavily damaged by laser weapons. Report to Captain aircraft control is melting. Signal blast! Deploy lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. The damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. Fuel for the arsenal bird.
Strider 1, watch your tail. Special delivery. Strider 1, missile inbound.
Missile.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird.
Target acquired. Is ready against APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
That's close. Without the AWACS, I would have been a goner.
Missile. Missile.
Cosette, that's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on over those frills.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard, seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone.
Add water to the opposite
Get a radar room here.
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now?
Some propeller confirmed destroyed.
Cover new friendlies, it's hit. Locked on bandit.
Target acquired. Missile away. It's ready against APS.
Damn it. I've taken some damage.
Nossa, é difícil esse barco, cara.
No, two.
I have a solid lock.
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up.
That's it. That's the location marker. You have it from there, right?
Got it.
Bandit hit. Is there something we can do? Just evading like this would get us all killed.
Pulse laser cannon destroyed. That drops the arsenal bird's threat level a little. Strider 1 has destroyed a sub-propeller.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
Why is that shield gonna lose power?
Elevators continuously supplying you with power.
What should we
Ah, não, eu acabei de desperdiçar a missão.
What are you gonna do? Fed? Smash it. Smash all 6 of the bastards. It'll lose power.
Damn shield. Just go away. God. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Missile. Missile.
Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
It wasn't magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
The lights. It's switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
Trigger got a sub-propeller. The observation, sir.
UAVs are dropping out in crash. Wait, they're down.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Both main propellers have been stalled.
You're getting the hang of this, Trigger. The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
It's down to destroying the Recten's base.
Say what?
We destroyed the docking modules to supply you with break off the first word. That'll leave the Recten's base back. Fire, we can cook that bird. Theoretically, if they build a possibly even more experienced pilot, that would be a problem, but
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
is he really that good of a pilot? I'd bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! Refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed? George? Tabloid! Get back here!
I can't leave that girl to die.
Fine, fine. Get her, but be quick about it.
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move on and destroy the rest. Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do.
Is everything okay?
Some people were crushed,
Deixa eu ver.
but the kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a girl in his hands.
Oh, merda!
Tabloid.
Não! Vamos lá.
UAVs are dropping out in crash. Wait, they're down.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Drake 1, you're too close to Strider 1. Get out of the way.
Sub-propeller confirmed destroyed.
You're too far out. Strider 1, you're on the sky.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged. Trigger got a sub-propeller.
Strider 1. Get behind 3 strikes.
vamos lá.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing? It's down to destroying the antenna's base. Say what? If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off the first word. That'll leave the antenna base vulnerable. Fire, we can cut that burn. Theoretically, that may prove possible even for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, but... Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this. Is he really that good of a pilot? I'd bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! The refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourselves killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here!
I can't leave that girl to die.
Fine, fine! Garrett, but be quick about it!
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do.
Is everything okay?
Cosette, some people were crushed. But the kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a gun in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
Acertar esse Hulk tá difícil, hein, cara.
They were saved.
Docking module destroyed. 1 left.
Nicely done. This'll be a good story to tell my son.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Yeah! Good job.
You should be able to see the rectenna where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear path for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to Trigger. We'll take down the UAVs.
We're counting on you.
Locked on. Enemy on your back.
That thing is too huge.
Don't let it
Ah, eu
shoot
acertei,
size
mano.
you out.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on.
Bom?
Rectenna base unit confirmed destroyed.
Forecastle.
Uhul!
The arsenal bird's on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry. Looks like it'll be open water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend
Aí já era.
Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. Surrender now. We will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. No units surrender. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Caramba, o pessoal
You alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman.
Bizarro.
Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Nunca tinha acontecido comigo isso. Engraçado, meu PS4 não tá quente.
I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. 3,000 meters to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed. You're on course. Looking good, buddy. 1,500 meters to carrier. Bank right. Nice work. You pulled off a perfect landing. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
Que bizarro esse negócio do Play 4.
Well, if it isn't the
Tô
LRS,
preocupado com o meu Play 4.
looks like our luck has turned.
Será que os coolers não estão funcionando? É, só que faltava o meu Play 4 dar problema. Aí eu vou estar meio complicado. Caçador de gigantes. Eu nem vi o final, né? Mas tudo bem. Vamos para a próxima missão aí, que deve ser a última. Beleza, galera. Vamos então para a derradeira missão.
I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This scrap queen's got work to do.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Ocean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft left. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it, so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Ah, goddamn war to end. Bom, o rolê é o seguinte, eu acho que eu não tenho dinheiro suficiente pra... Na verdade eu tenho. Oh yeah, baby. Vamos pegar finalmente o F-22A. Bonitão. Essa acho que é a nave mais cara do jogo. Acho que eu vou ficar no Arar. Eu não vou comprar o 8AM não. Missão final, galera, vamos lá. Acho que o meu... O F-22A, né? Ó, porque ele parece que não é bom, mas ele é muito bom, cara. Quando eu colocar as peças aqui... Ó... deixa eu ver aqui o negócio. Eu acho que eu vou tirar esses explosivos assim. Ah, esse não dá. Que lixo. Acho que eu preciso sacrificar 2, né? Não, nem isso. Ele não dá pra usar. Não sei se eu levo esse aqui. Ah, vamos levar esse aqui.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Espero que eu não sofra muito nessa missão. Dark Blue. Operação Rush. Rush. Abata os novos UAVs. E vamos embora. Eu acho que vai ser tenso, mano. Vai ser muito tenso.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you. Being a plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him. So, this is the guy? Oh yeah. He's the one who took off just now.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us. Erusians are sticking around, too.
I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative. And I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow Trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
Understood. Roger.
Nossa, mãe. Uou.
With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Nossa.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now.
Matei um.
Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick. There we go. One down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
I saw myself. 3 strikes is the real deal. 1 plane left.
Soul 2, evade!
Just like eyes.
Soul 2 lost. It was a good one, too.
Vito, damn it!
I knew you said it was private back. Provide support.
Friendly lost. Another confirmed down.
Damn it!
Nossa, meu Deus do céu.
UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
Au!
Attention, all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
Você não tá conseguindo ver nada, mano. Nossa, caramba, velho.
Locked on bandit.
Fox 2.
If you're lost, just follow Trigger. Copy? Trigger's missile hit. That one looks like it hurt. Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace.
So... Ah, merda. Agora vem o maluquinho hiper mega rápido.
Look, it discarded its wings. What the? It's just like the UAV that Trigger shot down at full code arrest. Is that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about?
They're on our way back. They are sending information to the asteroid belt.
É impossível de acertar esse cara.
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions? It's observing Strider 1. Looks like it's trying to learn from him. Keep going.
Nossa.
Fox 2.
The UAV is stepping up a notch.
In order to fly like Trigger, who's gonna shoot him down? Not to mention they can manufacture.
Deu?
UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. Can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Ei, lá vai dar merda.
There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the
Ah, meu Deus.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
É ali o túnel, mano? Puta, é sério isso? Cacete, velho. Mano, tem uma boa chance de eu bater aqui, viu?
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data. You need to destroy it as fast as you can.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed.
Ah, droga.
Short time for the drone to send over the data.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after we get through that maze. Don't worry. I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. They're waiting for you outside. I'm not gonna let you drop here. No sign of the drone.
Nossa, 99% de dano.
Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it.
Nossa, é difícil, mano. Só tem que me concentrar pra não bater em nada.
Drone on your tail. Damn it! It got me. I'm hit. Shit. My wings seem fine, but I'm losing thrust. Is it my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay.
Tô com 99% de dano.
Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. The drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. It's down. Yeah, baby! Hey, I'm being serious here. That's right, we're going home. I thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you!
Onde que é? Peraí, eu não consigo ver onde que é.
Into the middle column. That'll lead inside the windbreak.
Nossa!
Trigger's down.
Ok, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá.
Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. It's down.
Agora vem a parte difícil.
Hey, space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you! I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Ele bateu.
Should we send in an evac team?
We can't give up. We have to wait.
Can you hear me? We're all waiting. A world of darkness needs a light to shine. We're waiting for that beacon of light.
Woo!
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar. I did it!
That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero!
No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
E eles não bateram.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
Blue? Azul?
I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad.
Ah, então por isso que chama Skies Unknown. Ah.
The refugees built the settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed, at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. Dark blue. To the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
E acabou. Yeah. Cara, é um jogaço. Gostei muito do Ace Combat 7, galera. Eu acho que vale muito a pena. Acho que se você gosta de jogo de combate aéreo, esse é o melhor jogo. Ace Combat sempre foi o melhor, se não... Não. Um dos melhores, se não o melhor. Cara, sensacional o jogo. Recomendo demais. Demais mesmo. Espero que vocês tenham curtido aí a campanha do jogo. E... nós ganhamos vários troféus aqui agora. Efetuou todas as decolagens, abastecimentos e blá blá blá. Então, é isso, galera. Então fica aí a campanha do jogo aí pra vocês. Era isso que eu queria trazer do jogo. Vale muito a pena, recomendo demais. Se você curtir jogo de naves, eu acho que vale muito a pena, de aviões. E um abração pra todo mundo e até a próxima. Falou, fui.